My name's Barely Grilled, and I'm here in the subtropical Australian rainforest, one of the most inhospitable environments you are likely to encounter. And if you're lost in here and you don't know what you're doing like I do, you could perish in 12 hours or even less. I, on the other hand, relying on nothing more than my experience, my skills, my wit, and a helicopter. Always a good idea to keep your eye looking up sometimes, because you'll often see a nice big juicy koala up there, and koala makes quite a good snack. You get a big one, there's often a bit left over for the next day, and of course there's none around here. I've been dropped into the middle of this very dense area. I've got no idea where east is, or south, or north for that matter. If the sun was shining, I'd probably be able to tell you where south was, because that would be where the shadows fell. But unfortunately, there's no sun, and I'm just going to have to rely on my innate sixth sense. So I decided I'm going to go downhill. All the books will tell you that. If you head downhill and try and get to water, this will be the waters lead to the sea, and usually there's somebody on the sea on the east. The idea is to put your foot down very hard as you're going down, and you can get into a bit of a rhythm. I've got it now. Yes, well, I employed another method there entirely in the end. It's an old Tibetan trick that we used in the Special Forces, and it's called Yam Laksa, and roughly translated it means to become one with the mountain. And I'm one with the mountain. Alright, well, the good part about it is I can hear water, and so I've cunningly, using my skills, it's led me to the water that is so important. Now you hear that sound there? That's the sound of survival, really, because if you can find. Well, I've got a couple of scratches there. Now normally you wouldn't worry about them, but in the bush you might just try this one. A little bit of your own spit, and just rub it on there. Dogs do it, so I don't see why we shouldn't. So I can't quite get down there to lick it like a dog, but you just put a bit of spit on your finger. Sort of thing. I've come to a bit of an impasse. Large rock and no way round. I'm just going to have to jump for it. The rock's very slippery. And we've got some when all else fails and you're hungry enough, if you just look on your own body, sometimes you can see something that will make a decent little meal. And I've got something right here on my arm. You can see there's a leech. And if I pick that off with my camera hand, there you go. And not only that, you see, there's a mosquito. He's having a go at my hand there. Where's my hand? There. Where's my cameraman? And all these things are after one thing, your blood. And so, if you're fast enough, you can catch the little blighters. There you see. Now, of course, this is old Aboriginal country. They used to be here in vast numbers in the old days, and you can see signs of them if you look carefully enough. If you have a look here, this rock here, it's you'll see this perfect hole here. Well, that's an old Aboriginal mulling dish, and they would put all sorts of things in there and mull it all up, so they would have something to go on with until they got to the next spot. Just here, of course, this is where they'd put their tea bag. Here's a good survival tip for people that really need to know. You see an area like this where the water's been rushing over these boulders here, and this stuff here will more than likely produce gold. And